Hey everyone, the LTX-2 video model just came out recently and I've been using it and it's a really great model. The video and the audio just makes some really cool looking videos. I was trying it on Comfy UI and it was having problems in Comfy UI. It was running out of memory and I was just having all kinds of issues. Even though I have 24 gigs of VRAM, it was still running out of memory. And I've never really been all that happy with Comfy UI. I've been using it for maybe a year or so, and it would always have these issues. Like you would install a custom node and it would break your installation, or just things like that. But then I found out about this new Wan2GP tool, and I ran LTX2 in there, and it just worked the first time. I didn't need to download any models. I didn't need to find a workflow. I didn't need to figure out where to put the models. It just worked the first time. So I highly recommend this tool. It's kind of just like having the best, or maybe not the best workflow, but it's like having a workflow that you know is just going to work and give you a good output. So I just want to put up this quick video, just kind of show you how to set it up. In this instance, I'm going to use WSL2. I just found that's a little more reliable than Windows. Windows always has a problem with installing these Python like Torch module. In Linux, that kind of software is developed in Linux, so it just kind of works simpler in Linux. And you can easily run it on Windows 11. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do in this video. So the first thing you need to do is just go to this Wan2GP. You can just go down here, just scroll down. You can just go to the quick start. It tells you how to install it here. So I'm going to cover this and then kind of just show you how to get it to work in WSL really easily. So I created this Google Doc. This tells you how to do it just from scratch. So if you don't have WSL2, and if you never heard of WSL2, this basically lets you run Linux binaries on Windows itself. And it's pretty seamless. It sounds like it would be complicated to set up, but it's actually really simple. So if you already have WSL2 installed, just skip this step. But if you don't, you can just go to this page here, which I have this, and this kind of just tells you how to install it. So basically you just do this. But I kind of just summarized it, just told you exactly what you need to do. So you just go to the Windows command prompt, just open a command prompt as administrator, and then just type this WSL installed and reboot. And that's pretty much it. Once you do that, you'll just have it. It'll just be ready to go. And it'll default to Ubuntu 24.04. That's kind of the latest. That's pretty much what everybody uses. So just go ahead and stick with that one, and it should work for you. Okay, so once you've done that, then you can just go ahead and go open up your terminal. You can go to the start menu, search for Ubuntu, and launch it. Let me bring up my instance right here. So I have installed this. This is a fresh install of Ubuntu. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you how it works here. So the first thing you need to do, going by the document, you need to install these build tools. The Wan2GP doesn't mention this, but you do need to do this. So just copy this command, execute it here. So this will install some compilers that some of the later Python modules will need. So just, make sure you do this. And it's going to go ahead and install put this over here so we can see them both at the same time. Okay, so that's going through. So the next thing we're going to need to do, so we're going to have to install Conda. Conda, I couldn't find an easy way to do this, so it's a little more complicated than just running a command, but it's still pretty straightforward. I put the URL. You can go to here to find out more information about it, but I've summarized it here. So just go ahead and start running these commands that I list. Okay, so we make that directory. This command will just download this installation script. So just run that. It'll go out, download the script. Then this command will execute the script. So this might take a little while. So let's let that run. Okay, so that installed Conda. This rm command, technically you don't need this, but this will just delete the installation script. If you ever need to reinstall, you can just download it again. This will set up the environment. So this will activate Conda. And then this will, it'll add Conda to all your shells. So now you can see I'm in the base Conda instance right here. That's what this thing means. This just means I'm not in any specific environment. I'm just in the base Conda environment. So that's all you need to do and install Conda, and then we'll use that in later, some later steps. So now the next step is to install Wan2GP. So this is the website that I listed earlier. You can go there if you want to get more information, and it has the directions, but I summarized them here just to make it easy for you. So first you need to do git clone. So Git should be installed in your Ubuntu instance by default, so this should just work. Copy. Okay, so that gets the code. So just cd into there, and this is where we create the Conda environment. So this will create a new environment using this version of Python, and with this name. Okay, we need to accept. So just hit enter there. That'll accept everything, and then it's saying it's going to do this. So now go ahead and proceed. Just hit enter, and it'll start installing all the packages that you need. So this will install the Python version, and then once we're in the environment, it will have this Python 3.11.14 that Wan2GP has been tested with. Okay, so now we can activate the Conda environment. So let's run this command. And you see this changes to Wan2GP. So this is the Conda environment we're in. And then if you type Python version, okay, you can see it installed the exact version that we requested in the previous step. So that'll give you the version. You don't have to worry about having the wrong Python version. Now you know you have the exact version. Okay, so this next command is the one that installs Torch. So this is installing the ones. So it'll install it from PyTorch has their own server that they're running for pip. So this will pull the binaries from this server right here and install them on your machine. So this one's kind of big, so it takes a little while, but okay, so that's done. So I'm running as root, so I'm getting this warning. But if you set it up by the default, you won't be running as root. You probably won't see this, so you can just ignore this. Okay, so now we do the pip install. So this will install the requirements. So this is the requirements document for Wan2GP. So now we're going to install all the components that Wan2GP needs. Okay, so that was the pip installation. That's complete. So now everything is installed. So now you just need to go to the next one. Now you need to run the Wan2GP server. So I have this command here. So technically we've already activated the Wan2GP instance, or not instance, the environment. I just put this here just so that once you log out, maybe you come back next week, you can just run this all in one command. You don't have to worry about activating the environment first. So just paste that. Okay, and then so once you get here, this means it's fully running. You can see since this is the first install, it installed this FFmpeg that it uses for some video operations. But it tells you here, so here's the URL it's running from. So just copy this, and then we can go to another page, open that, and let me put this here. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you start. The interface is pretty simple. So the main part of it, So we're in this video generator. It's called video generator here, but it actually is image generator too. So it's image and video generator. There's these other ones. I don't really use these very much. You can use them if you want. Check them out. There's some good stuff in here. But the way I use it, I mostly just use this drop down here. So these are all the models. These are the model families that are installed here. So if you're doing images, you probably want to just use Flux2, Qwen, or Z-Image. These are kind of the state-of-the-art models as of today. So you probably want to use one of these. And if you're doing video, you probably want Wan2.2 or LTX-2. Those are the state-of-the-art video models. So let's just do a quick Z-Image because that's the fastest. So we select Z-Image. And then the second drop down here, this lets you select the model or the the actual model that you want to use in this family. So this one, let's just use Turbo 6B. The base 6B just came out recently, but if you're just doing images, Turbo 6B is it's a lot faster, and the images, I mean, to me, they seem just as good. So select that, and then down here, this is where you enter the prompt. So enter whatever prompt you want. I'll just use this default one that it puts here, so you can see what the default is. This category, you can just select, this is the resolution. It's kind of just separated into the different sizes. I'll just select a small one so it's fast, so 480. And then you can come over here and select the aspect ratio that you want. So in this case, I'll just leave it as default at 4:3. You can select to make multiple images. If you want a whole bunch, just leave it at 1. This inference steps, you can change this if you want to mess around with it to see if you can get better results. I just leave it at the default. The default seems pretty good. And then here is this advanced mode. You probably don't need to use advanced mode if you want to change the seed or any of these things. What you do use, or I have used, is this LoRa's right here. This way you can add LoRa's to your generation, just in case you want to customize the way that the base model works. I'm not going to go through that today. I just want to do just a quick overview today. But if you're interested in that, just leave a comment. I might do a second video, cover how to do this, how to get this set up. But so we can just kind of leave all this as default. And then you need to come over here, and then you can just hit this generate. And as you can see, once it comes up here, it's gives you the status. So it's loading the model right now. And if we go back to the console, you could see here, okay, now it's downloading. You can see exactly what it's downloading. So before in Comfy UI, you had to download all this stuff manually and put it in the right place. Wan2GP it just does it. It just knows, okay, I need this model, and this model, and then it knows exactly where to place them. So it's just a lot easier in that respect. So let's just let this finish, and then okay, so all the models are downloading. You can see it's now actually generating the image. And if we go back to Wan2GP, so yeah, it produced this output right here. So yeah, you should just try this default. You should get something really similar to this. And if you get this, well, you know that it's working. So now you're probably wondering like how to get to the actual files. So that's pretty easy in Windows 2. So all you need to do is open a Windows Explorer tab, or just the Windows Explorer. And if you come down here to go to this PC and then Linux here, so this will show your Linux file system. So this Docker desktop and this test one, actually I'm using this test one right now. This is my production one, and then, so ignore these. But you just come down to the one. If you just install it fresh, you probably just have one like this. But then you can come in here. So then you can just navigate to your files. Let me just show you this because this one's the default one. So what you need to do is come to home. This is where all the files are stored. All the user accounts are stored. So you can see here, this is mine. And then I installed it to apps, Wan2GP. and then you can just go here to the output folder. So just go here, and so here's root. So root, and then I installed it at Wan2GP, and then if I go to the outputs directory, so here's the file that I created, and then yeah, so here it is right here. This is the file. So this works just like you can access your Linux files directly from Explorer, just drag and drop them. Windows makes it really easy to do this, so you just drag them back to your Windows file system, and then you have a file. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. So if you have any questions, if I missed something, go ahead and leave a comment. Or if you have any problems, leave a comment, and I can try and help you out, give you some tips on how to get it working. So that's it for me. Subscribe if you like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.